Hello, people of God. This is my Jacob's Way TV, and I am Dupi Dupi Singer. This is episode 44. 44. I was talking about the friend that I met, somebody that came to look for me who insisted that I must tell her why I was spreading roses on the streets without selling them. Started to tell me the story of her own life. Remember, at the side of the street, in her own car, with me leaning on the window side of the passenger side. And she told me about how the Lord told her that she could not be inside the house and outside the house at the same time. She had to make up her mind if she was going to follow him or not, and that she should go and give her life to him. And how she went to her boss the next day and gave her life to the Lord Jesus. She was back in Nigeria by that time. And then the Lord told her, the Lord actually returned to her and told her that he wanted her to work for him. And she said, Lord, people will say it's because I have not found a good job. It is because I have not found a good job. That is why I'm giving an excuse. And that is why I am saying when Jesus said she should work for him. When Jesus said he should work for him. The Lord was gone. And then she said, without her even realizing it, connections here and there, faster than she thought, she found a good job. A job she would have been very, very proud of. She was very happy to get the job. She was going to be like a big boss in a bank, taking care of the staff. And the day she went to pick up her employment, everybody was waiting for her. And the Christian community in the bank had gathered together and prayed with her. And when everybody went back to his or her office, she was now alone in a big office, a beautiful office, and she was seated on a swivel chair. And she turned the swivel chair and was happy. And she was saying, Lord, you finally gave me a good job. I'm very glad. And that she heard the voice of the Lord saying to her, resign. She said, what? She looked around. Who is talking? What do you mean by resign? Then he started speaking in tongues to bind the devil. And the Lord said, I have been a friend of yours and you know my voice. How come you are binding the devil? It is me that is talking to you. Resign. She struggled with it that whole day. And then she was able to get back home and tell her pastor that this was the voice that she was hearing. Of course, prayers were raised up for her to silence the voice that was telling her to resign from a job that was as fantastic as the job she got. She was the head of human resources, and her salary was good, big, beautiful, something you'll be very proud of. She went to work a couple of days after, and when she would sit on her swivel chair, she would hear the Lord say to her, resign. At a point, the Lord said, well, you said you couldn't work for me because people would say that it was because you didn't get a good job. Now, you probably didn't realize it, but I was the one that influenced your job. Can't you see how it came to you almost like a platter of gold? I have shown you that I can give you a good job. So resign. It went on for a while until one day the Christian community in the bank filed into her office and said to her, we'd like to talk to you. And when they spoke, they said, we realize that you are the Jonah on our boat. Nothing is working here again since you came. If the Lord wants you, please leave so that our livelihoods and that's the goodness, I mean, the good care we can take, good care we can have for our families can continue. She understood what they were saying. and the voice never stopped. So she said on a Friday evening, she packed everything that was hers out of her desk in that bank and she left the bank. On Monday, the following Monday, she went to the church and she was reporting to the church every day. She was not very happy, she was sad, but she knew she had the Lord. And every church she went, everybody would say, "You're a doctorate degree holder. How can we pay you? We cannot pay you." Finally, she found a ministry, husband and wife, who were willing to take her. And they said, "Well, we are a small ministry and we cannot pay you more than 5,000 naira a month." This was where she was earning 150,000 naira a month from the place where the Lord told her to resign from. She was glad she actually found a ministry that would take her, and she walked to this ministry. She said she gave everything she had. She gave everything she had as if she was being paid as a managing director of a bank. She gave all. She didn't have money. She had two children. She told me how she would manage money and stretch money, how many times she would just eat with her children okra soup that was spiced with pepper, no meat, because the 5,000 naira was nowhere close to what all the things she needed to use money to do was or were. So she kept talking. Then she looked at me. She said, "You have not asked me for how long I did that job." She asked me herself, "But you have not asked me for how long I did that job." So I said to her, I asked her, "For how long did you do the job?" She said to me, "You won't believe it. I did it for 7 years." I said, "What?" She said, "Yes. You can take me to where she worked. At least they are witnesses of the fact that she worked for 7 good years." And when it was 7 years, the Lord came to her and said to her, "Go back to secular job." And she said, "What? I thought you wanted me in full-time ministry." And the Lord said, "Well, I wanted to know if you would obey me or not. And I watched you all through, and I saw that you did not just obey me, you obeyed me well because you did the work with all your heart. It is time for you to go back to the secular employment." And then she said to the Lord, "But who knows me again? I wasted, worked 7 years outside my jurisdiction. Who will ever take me and give me a job?" And the Lord said, "Don't worry, I will organize it for you." That's not the end of the story. But you see, I went back to the altar that day. How do you suppose I felt? I was complaining. I was just 4 years old. And I was complaining. Somebody had given our whole 7 years to the Lord. I realized that if I was going 7 years, I had another 3 years to go. By the time I got back to the altar, I laid down on the floor and with tears in my eyes, I apologized to the Lord. I apologized very profusely. If someone could do it, why can't I? And I asked him to grant me grace to keep going, not to be tired. If somebody could go 7 years and you have released her into what looked like her greatness, why would you not do the same thing for me? Lord, I told him, help me to stop complaining and let me just be on my way until you make to come to pass all the things you have promised me when you asked me to be on my way on this journey. I am Dupi Dupi Singer, and this is my Jacob's Way TV. I hope you are following Don't forget to subscribe, to hit the notification bell, to comment and share and like as well. May God bless you as you follow. I continue the story about my newfound friend. Very interesting. You have not seen the end of it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. And I love you.